So just so y'all know, I'm not an abusive person. I'm obnoxious, but I'm also professional when I'm on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefaced this story about this phone call with my boss. I said, boss, I made a college girl cry. And I did. But it wasn't negative. They were actually tears of like, I can't believe someone said something so positive. So there's this college girl I had on the phone, foreign exchange student. Didn't make her cry. I know I look like that kind of guy, but I'm not that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So she was with her college friend who's from the US here. And she spoke fair enough English, but like financial terms, technology terms, she wasn't quite good with yet. So she had her friend there in college with her. She gave me the permission to work with her. I did. And I was listening to her explain what her friend needed to do. And she was on the ball, man. Like for a 17 to 20-something-year-old girl, her like language conversion, her ability to instruct and delegate was brilliant. Like, smart young lady. So after that call was over, I just went, hey, young lady, can I say something? She said, yeah. And I said, you should be proud of the way you just helped your friend out. Like, I'm ex-US Army, a sergeant from telecommunications, and I have a degree in organizational management with an emphasis in communications. I went, the way you communicated with your friend to like bridge the language gap was brilliant, and you should be proud of the way you handle yourself in situations like this. She started crying. And I had to think to myself, has no one ever said anything nice to this young lady? Like, ever. But like, I got to do something like that too. I kind of miss being helpful, but in customer service, 9 out of 10 times, people are either being stupid or just want help doing something they just don't feel like applying effort to.
Oh wow, yeah.
More of them from the sides.
It'll be the right side first.
Ooh. They coming hard.
Yeah. Oh, bunch of some bitches. Other side of us, I got it.
Junction's clear.
Alright. Check this hallway.
We'll bypass below decks.
Oh no, not those barrels. But yeah, you're good. You went down that hallway. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. And remember to check the little cubbies. They might be in there.
Nothing down here.
Check in here. Clean. Alright, we're just gonna check the main corridor. Yeah, this is why I couldn't work. Like, people were like, you'd be good in sales. You're good at presenting information. I said, ignore that. I said, no. I'd be good in presentation and marketing. I'm not good at talking people out of their hard-earned money. So I'd be a terrible salesman.
Down 8 flights. Subdeck 3A.
The job of a salesperson is to sell extraneous shit that people don't need. I'd be a good consultant. But none of these companies want consultants. They all want salespeople.
Yeah. Oh,
And the mortgage sales.
We run out of salespeople all the time.
Mm-hmm. Because the job is stressful. It's stupid.
Bypass
we
Mark
just
1, Mod 1.
say we
head
just
through
we just fired
waste
one the
processing.
other day. My job, they those guys go in and out. So yeah,
It's because companies are greedy and they put dumb pressure on people to sell.
Nah, butter shouldn't be toxic, but I wouldn't soak in it.
And what's worse is be the salespeople that have the most issues. I'm like, you're a salesperson? Like, I thought you would be sharper than this.
Nah, dude, when I worked for the mortgage company, the lack of understanding of products that came from the bankers that were selling the products was astounding. Because they go in and out so often that they always have new bankers that don't know how that shit works. I'll tell you, the thing that made me decide in the long term that I would not be a career salesperson, when I was working at this retail company called Cons, C.O.O.L. They're much bigger out west than they are out east.
Okay.
Don't forget to ring your
I remember the assistant manager of the store I was working at this family come in, and I was having a conversation with him, and I kind of found out like it's a single income household. He makes fair enough money, but I mean, between him, his wife, and 3 children, that money goes away. So I was selling him products, and I was trying to find excuses. Like I was trying to find him sales, or maybe like skip a warranty, but find him a more durable or longevitous product, something. Like I was going out of my way to not pinch this guy's penny for my own commission, because I don't think like that. And my manager, the assistant manager, was overhearing the conversation, and I went, "Nah, that's a working man with a family." She goes, "No, that's your money coming in the door." I was like, "All right." I quit a month later.
Like, yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't trying to be Wolf of Wall Street over here.
Nah. Helping with product and pinching people for their dollar are 2 completely separate fucking concepts. Oh, LB, I didn't know if he was responding to me or not. Okay. Fuck Oklahoma. I mean, I haven't been, but it looks like there's a whole bunch of nothing there, so yeah.
Oklahoma.
Okay, this one, I think there's a big alien on the other side of this door. Hold on, let's check this hallway, see if the chest is in here.
I dated a girl from Oklahoma, but like I said, most of the time she came to New York.
I wouldn't go to Oklahoma for nothing. Except to pick up a random inheritance I didn't know I was getting.
I was willing to go, but she was like, "Nah, I'd much rather come there."
Nah, man, I mean, I know you can live in different places, you and me both, but like going from NY, like New York City, to Oklahoma is like going from a shopping mall to a fucking Circle K that's been blown in half. Like, there ain't nothing there, bro. I think there's more people in the city of Phoenix than there are in the state of Oklahoma.
Sounds like a place with a general store.
Yeah, a dollar, yeah. The dollar, there's like 9 different Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. And yeah, a general store. You absolutely right.
I went upstate in New York because, you know, upstate here in New York is a lot of skiing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went.
All right, go.
So
Go hide in that back corner. Over yonder.
Book some friends.
Because this will funnel all of them right to us.
So I went up there to do some skiing and stuff, and like down the street from like when we went skiing was like, yeah, a general store. I'm like, bro, where the hell are we?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see general stores in old westerns.
All right. So when I was at Fort Bliss, they used to organize trips to go up to
Look! Jumpy red
various places in New Mexico, like the ski resorts and shit, right? And one guy came back. Was in another unit. I don't know who he was. Black soldier. And he went up to one of these general store type towns where it was a ski resort and then a general store. And he goes, man, I felt like if some shit went down, I was definitely going to be the first one dead. And so like, I'm not going to lie, I started half laughing hysterically, but I was like, he's probably right.
See more! Left side!
Hail on trail, and they still have sundown cities there. Where you talking about, Tail? Welcome to the chat, by the way. Thank you for coming to the Random Arizona Dude show. I got my brother from another mother from the United States Army on the opposite side of the channel there, Dangerous Voice. This is the link to his channel if you want to follow him.
Also, if you want to follow the Random Arizona Dude, make sure you do. That's his link in channel there.
I think I know what you mean by Sundown City. Oh, in Oklahoma. Oh, okay. Sundown. Are those the cities where there's like no light after dark? Is that what that means?
That's not what that means.
Or, oh, like it's not safe to be out after sundown?
If you look like me, yep.
Okay. I know what you mean. Okay. You know what's funny? So I've been in that scenario. In a city full of white people. When I was PCSing, changing duty stations from Gordon to Huachuca, we stopped at a rural town in Alabama. Although Alabama's pretty much one rural town, but I'll finish that joke up at another time. We pulled over, my now ex-wife and my dad with me at that time, on the road trip just to help out. And we pulled over at this gas station run by other white folks. Everybody within eyeshot was highly Caucasian. And they're giving me lip. Just, my dad needs to take a shit, and I straight up told them, I was like, guys, I'm not cheap. I'm here to buy snacks and stuff too. They wouldn't sell to me because I didn't talk like I'm married to my sister. So because I didn't sound like I play the banjo and make city folks squeal like pigs, I was not welcome at their business. Yo, and no, I heard one of the attendants in the back mutter, they better not be here after dark. And I was like, oh man, we are leaving.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was broad daylight. This was late morning, early afternoon.
That's usually when they'll tell you. They're like, better not be here after dark, boy.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, that's what they was calling me, boy, etc. Folks, in case y'all can't tell, I'm white as a jug of whole milk. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that was it. Just because my accent didn't sound like a living, breathing banjo, I was not welcome. So I get that. Not quite as frequently across the country, but I get, now it's Sundown City, I get it. Okay. I've never heard that particular term used. I just call them shitholes. But I get the term. I get the meaning behind the term.
So they did a movie on this, but there's a thing called the Green Book.
I know what the Green Book is.
Okay.
It was a guide for black people traveling across the country back in the day of places that were reasonably safe. Mm-hmm. I know what it is. There was a movie on it. One of my favorite actors was in it. Yeah. Actually, Mahershala Ali, that motherfucker's a great actor.
Yes.
You coming? I got you. Okay.
I'm so, yeah. So, no, a bunch of black people back in the day were traveling. They kept running into these sundown towns.
Mm-hmm.
They had to come up with that book. So
This might be a big room. Hang on, let's get him. Okay, we hit him so hard he just trucked.
He just ran.
Yeah, I know exactly what that book is. Yeah, that's crazy shit. Okay, hold in this room until that drone spawns again.
Oh, so much craziness going on. Hey, get off me.
And then LB said the only place in the South I can deal with is Georgia because they were bootleggers and they're actually more like fuck the police. Yeah, Georgia is the best way I can describe Georgia is it's the civilized South. I'm not saying I necessarily like it there, but I can hang.
One of the places I'm considering moving is Atlanta.
What's that?
One of the places I'm considering moving to is Atlanta.
I'm okay with Hotlanta. I'm okay with that place. I could probably walk backwards through the fucking airport with a blindfold on and still find my way. Oh, yeah. I've been through that airport so often.
We all have.
Yeah.
It's the largest airport.
Yeah, that and the Dallas airport.
I thought the Dallas airport was bigger. But Atlanta airport is actually bigger.
Yes.
But Dallas is what, number 2 though.
Yep.
Whenever I get a job, that's what we are in the passive aggressive phase. That's what I believe. Whenever I get a job or whatever I do, I am completely lost in what you're talking about. He said Georgia is mixed. We are in the passive aggressive phase. That's what I believe. Whenever I get a job or whatever I do. Yeah, Lonely lives in South Georgia.
Ooh.
Lonely, I think he's close to Augusta actually. Lonely, how close are you to Augusta?
Augusta's farther north.
Clear.
Oh, so he's south. So he's. I thought Augusta was south.
Nope, because it's on the border of South Carolina, which is on the northeast side of Georgia.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's in South Georgia. He said an hour. I think he's an hour from Augusta. I spent most of my time. Most of my first year in the army in Georgia because I did boot camp and vetting, and then they sent me to Augusta for AIT.
Mm-hmm. And then later on, I came back to Augusta as permanent party.
I always wondered what that would be like. You know, I was like, I don't know about.
It's not that. I mean, okay. Here's the thing. Y'all gotta understand. Like, not only am I a bit of a city boy, at least at root. Like, the army kind of turns you into a little bit of everything, but
Augusta is the extreme East Coast. Savannah is southeast coast.
Another swarm rolling on your position.
The thing with a lot of older cities is like the windy, hilly areas with the windy, hilly roads and shit. Those of y'all who don't know, like, I live in Phoenix. Our cities here, our city planners did the greatest job ever. We have big freeways that loop around and through the city in very, very clean straight lines and curves.
The one place in Arizona that feels like a city is Phoenix. Every place else feels like the damn country to me.
And then, Phoenix, if you're not on the freeways, 99 out of 100 of the street systems are grids or neighborhood branches that are easy to get in and out of. Phoenix is super well put together.
Moving, Fireteam.
See, Augusta is extreme. Yeah, try 14 plus years in Augusta. No, I'm good, 10 star. You can keep it, bro.
All by your damn self.
I love driving in Phoenix. Yo, I love Phoenix, man. I'm not going anywhere. For those of you who have spent a lot of time watching Netflix, the Marvel shows, I love Phoenix like Daredevil loves Hell's Kitchen. This is my town. This is my blood. I'm not leaving. You will have to kill me to remove me from this place.
This is my city.
This is my, protect my city.
Oh man, I'm like, Phoenix is like the one place in Arizona I felt like, oh, this feels like an actual city. Everything else felt like just the country.
There's more working Joes, though.
All right, look for the drone, or look for the
I would be
since.
pleased to assist.
Oh, this is probably it, actually. Nope, never mind.
No. Is there another?
Yeah, I like Dallas too. The big cities I'm a fan of. I like Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Dallas is nice.
There we are.
Dallas is cool. I like Phoenix. I'm not much of a Southern boy, but I liked Atlanta. I was okay in Atlanta.
Dallas is one of my places where I consider moving to.
Yeah.
My family tried to convince me away from the South.
Dude, like I said, I'm white as whole milk. I wouldn't even want to live in the South. Because I got friends that are not white as whole milk. And they can't be in certain places.
This is not Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama and Arkansas are shitholes.
Like, anybody's gonna be fucking my sister, it's gonna be me! Like,
Roll Tide, roll Tide, roll Tide, roll Tide. That's all you
Tide!
hear. That's all you hear in Alabama. Is, hey sis, you want to go on a date? And roll Tide, roll Tide, roll Tide. That's it.
So, we got the great University of Alabama, Bear Bryant and Nick Saban. The two greatest.
Lupin, I never stopped in Mississippi. No, that's not true. I stayed in Meridian for a hotel one night. But other than that,
I was
okay,
going
to
go to Mississippi for my college coach. He took over the Mississippi State football job, it was like a big deal because it was his first major program that he was a part of. He was playing. So, in college football, there is the Southeastern Conference of Football. About 60 to 70% of the NFL players come from this one football conference to play in the NFL, and he was coaching in it. So it was like a big deal. So I was gonna go for his first game, but I didn't end up going.
Honestly, this is me. I'm a bit of a. In fact, I gotta partially apologize because I remember during that panel I got asked if I could avoid any one place, where would it be? And I said New York, and I got this stink shit look across the conference from Reg here. But I get it. I get it. So here's my thing with New York.
New York?
Yeah, you remember we was doing that panel? You remember?
I vaguely. It's funny. I recorded that whole. I still got the recording of that.
Yeah. So she asked. Here we go. By the way. She asked. She said, if you could avoid any one place, where would it be? And I said New York. And you got this look on his face, like, you motherfucker.
Like, really?
No. My reasoning is this: if I go to New York, it'll be for people, not for like a general visit. Because working in customer service, the 3 states that are the worst to get called by are New York, Massachusetts, and Florida. Because everybody will ask you a question, and then halfway through you giving them the right answer, they will interrupt you and then reiterate the question. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm giving you this answer right now. New York, I'm not saying like you, but like as a herd, as the mindless part of the herd. New Yorkers, Bostonians, and Floridians will turn every service call into a double-length call because they will stop you halfway through your answer and reword the question. And so like when I come out to New York, you and my boy Joel, y'all are gonna have to translate for me because I don't speak no New York. I can't do it.
I don't speak no New York.
I just can't. I'm not saying there ain't good people in New York. I just can't communicate like that. It'll drive me nuts. I'll pull what's left of my receding fucking hairline out.
Bing bong.
All right, we here. This is the dropship level. But my running observation is, with the exception of New York, the farther east you go, the worse the country gets.
Every Xeno when the vents will pour out. Doc, you boarding?
No.
It's actually funny because AZ Link gave me a shitty look too because he's from upstate.
Out here.
Yeah, he was like, what's wrong with New York? That's what I was like. We both was like, yo, what's wrong with New York?
Yeah, and his sister still lives in New York. They cool. It's like I said, it's the atmosphere, not the individuals. Like I would go for specific people, but like I could go to like, even though I don't care for it there for a number of reasons, I could go to like California on my own because I like Disneyland, for example. But I couldn't go to New York just to visit. I would go to jail. Because I would scream in New Yorker, "Will you shut the fuck up?" And then no New Yorker's going to put up with that, rightfully so. So it would be a fight. It would be a problem. Also, my door's closed, right? Yeah, so I love the shit out of my neighbor. She's one of those New York transplants to Arizona. She is crazy, boy. Oh my god.
New York transplant, well, I could, yeah, I would, but it's just, I have zero family.
No, I know you got family out east.
West of Chicago, and Chicago is north.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I used to tell people I don't have any family west of Georgia, and Georgia's south.
Right, here we go. This will be the one whenever the markers come up, I'll go run and hit them.
I got a bunch of I got a bunch of army buddies and friends out west, like yourself. But
yeah.
Family, nah, zero. Have zero west of Georgia. Even in Cali, I got even in Cali, it's still not a lot of people in Cali. Of course, AZ.
Yeah.
Of course, AZ, because I used to live, because I used to be stationed there. Still a bunch of y'all floating around.
One of our, I won't put any names out on stream, but one of our boys from Huachuca, works at a bar up the street from me now. Dude is still calling the sergeant as a habit, and I wanted to be like, Slim, shut the fuck up. But yeah, my New York ass neighbor, dude, it'll be like 3 a.m. and she'll do what I call her New York charge up. I'll hear her start going, oh god, and I don't even know what she's mad about yet. But she'll sure as hell start screaming, boy. Like, she's not on the phone. Her daughter and her grandkids aren't over. She just starts New Yorking. She just starts going crazy. She's cool though, like she's always been nice to me. I have no personal grievance with her, but 3 a.m. is not the right time for domestic drama. Especially when your window faces mine. Okay, I got this.
Pressurize the hydraulics.
And here we go. Boom. Okay, there's a big bitch coming.
And she's dead. She's dead. Bing bong.
Shore party, deactivate the safety interlocks on the
All
bay
these
doors.
aliens
Got
out
it.
here. They probably like, what's up, baby?
Controls are
Take
at
me
the
out to
landing signal
dinner.
officer station, left side.
Hey, yo.
They're like, hey boy, you looking like a snack.
Safety interlocks disengaged. Resuming cycle. Fireteam, more Xenos inbound. They don't want us leaving. You got spitters inbound.
We got who inbound?
Bitters, you know, not swallowers.
Spitters are quitters. Spitters are quitters.
Okay, when that last piece comes up, I'm gonna use this cryo mine because those big aliens are gonna come right at me when I go to that last office spot.
There we go.
In fact, I may have you shoot them and then back up to the dropship because they'll go after you if you shoot them before they get on me.
Okay.
We'll see what's up. One more. Where you hiding at? It's probably below the deck. Hang on. Yep.
Got him?
Party, I need you up.
All right, I got it. I'm running up there now.
Get to the air boss's console and clear for final depressurization.
All right, as soon as I hit this, at least one warrior is gonna pop, but frequently enough, it's two.
Good step, Sergeant. We're good to go. Mount up, Fireteam. No
Okay, cool. That cryo mine worked. He's not chasing me. That famous 1986 line, Marines, we are leaving!
passes in siege shore party, flip and burn and flip.
Come on, you
Boom.
dudes. You want to live forever?
Anyone who passes out gets their picture on ShipNet.
I love that we can interchangeably use aliens and Starship Troopers lines and it just all applies. I'm good with both of it. All of it. Whichever. Alright, we got that hidden cache. I don't got shit to level up. Dude, you are the king of assists. Like,
Always. Call me the...
oh damn, look at you with them. You have me on headshots.
Oh, I had you on headshots for once? Hey.
Yeah, let it come around. Let's see. Yep. By 4. 70 and 74 and 70.
Getting better. king of assists over here. You know,
Assist.
assisting like I'm John Stockton.
Assists and headshots. Helping and headshots. Sounds like somebody who's like a professional sniper trick shotter in video games.
John Stockton has one of those unbreakable records in sports. So, a small, shrimpy white guy. So there's certain records that people have in sports, and I'm like, bro, that's probably never going to be broken. He has one of those. He leads the NBA in all-time assists. And I was like, wait, there's a guy that's playing now, Chris Paul. I was like, how many he had? They was like, yo, Chris Paul is like 3,000 behind him, and Chris Paul probably going to retire in 2-3 years. And they said for him to actually beat the record, he probably has to play another 6. And
That's crazy.
And it's not possible, and it's probably not likely because Chris Paul's already like 34, 35. He has to play another 6 years to break it. Like I don't. They was like, we don't think he's gonna play till he's 40.
Yo, I got socks, I got stems, I got.
Oh, how's Alien now? Hey, what's going on?